Just start by talking about your own form at the moment and your future prospects. So hopefully maybe looking for a new start in the summer.
Yeah, unfortunately things have not quite gone to plan, if you like, with the club. The manager said that he's made his mind up that he wants to go in a different direction, and I'm not part of the plan. So, it's going to be an interesting summer and seeing what happens. There's been since a couple of days ago when I found out, there's been a fair bit of interest. So, but I'll take my time, make sure I make the right decision, and hopefully it'll be a fresh new start and exciting times, really.
You still feel you've got a major point to prove at the highest level?
I know that I believe in my own ability and stuff. I had a bit of an injury this season, so it's been a frustrating year, if you like. But all I'll be is positive and look forward to whatever come around the corner. I can't wait. It's just a new challenges. Yes, I am disappointed because I want to play my part in Ipswich Town's future, if you like. But that's not going to happen now. So I just got to focus on the future ahead, not only for myself and my family. And I still believe in myself. I believe that I can play at the highest level. It can be frustrating with injuries and form, if you like, but I do believe myself and I know I can get back there.
And it's not long ago people think of Richard Wright playing top flight football.
Yeah, I had some frustrating times, if you like, of being at clubs and then being on the bench. So my plan to come to Ipswich was to get back into the Premier League, dropping down to a club that were going in the right direction. Unfortunately, things don't always work out, and it seems to be, a tough time sometimes. But I still believe that I can get back up there. I made the decision to drop down to Ipswich, from coming from a Premier League club, because I wanted to play, and I believed that I could take perhaps you drop down one step to move forward, if you like. And I still believe that I'm moving forward. I had a really good season for myself last year. I was pleased with it. So I know what I can do, and hopefully I can do well for another club.
Was it amicable when you met up with Roy Keane and he said you weren't going to be part of his long-term plans?
Yeah, I think when you get to my age and you understand what goes on in football and decisions have to be made. Unfortunately, I didn't play enough perhaps this season, the injury. So that's the way football is. You can't worry about it. Do I agree with the decision? Maybe not, but that's the way it is. I can't worry about it. The next thing's, like you say, look forward to what comes in the future in exciting times.
Obviously, you won't be part of Ipswich next year, but can you just tell us a bit about Roy Keane? Because obviously people remember him from his Man United days. But what was he like as a manager when you were playing under him?
Oh, he's very. The manager Roy Keane demands a lot from his players, if you like, and puts pressure on the players to go out there and perform. So. He's unfortunately this year's been not very successful for the team, if you like. The plan was to be up higher in the table, but unfortunately that's not the case. And unfortunately, like I said, with working with him, he has to make decisions as well for me, and he's made his decision. But he set high standards, and sometimes it's tough for the players to hit them standards, if you like. And but he's still here for the next season. Hopefully they have a better start next season and are successful, because I am an Ipswich fan. I want them to achieve. But if I do play against them next year, or I'm up against them, then that'll be really interesting.
With all the talk of the goalkeeping problems at your former club Arsenal, consider a move back there?
Arsenal's a great club again, and goalkeeping problems, I think the problem you have with Arsenal is that if a goalkeeper makes a mistake, it's highlighted. And I really believe that goalkeepers just can't go in, or any player can go in and just turn it on for 1 or 2 games. And you have to have a good run of games behind you, and they're all good goalkeepers. If not, you're not at Arsenal. Simple as that. But they just need backing. They need people to believe in them, which I believe Arsene Wenger does, because he plays them and puts them in his team. And I think that sometimes you just need a bit of time to bed yourself in, rather than be able to come in for 1 game and turn it on.
Do you think at Manuel Munoz the criticism's been a bit unjust over the last sort of few months?
I think as goalkeepers you're always going to be criticised, because you're judged on the ball going in the back of the net. If you're conceding goals or things not going, making mistakes, then unfortunately I know firsthand that that's the life of a goalkeeper. But it's for Arsene Wenger to make them decisions, and I would always back any goalkeeper who's around, and sometimes I do think it is harsh, and it's easy just to blame goalkeepers and whatever. And I think I remember watching a Barcelona game at the Emirates Stadium, and I just thought he was outstanding for the first 25-30 minutes, and if it wasn't for him they wouldn't have even gone to Barcelona with a hope or a prayer. So I think he's a good goalkeeper.